One of the things that led our church towards MABE was their reputation, that it kind of went before them, and there were other churches, other pastors that I had known from our city that had worked with them and that were very, very happy with, what they had produced for them. And in addition to that, we had some of the, people on their staff that actually went to our church. And so it was kind of a natural first step for us to take towards them, were to have the conversations about kind of where our church would go and what our needs would be as far as production. One of the main things that I love about working with MABE that I really think sets them apart is, this whole concept of, I actually feel like when we call them, we actually get to talk to somebody. We actually get to interact with somebody, and their response time is phenomenal. When it comes down to what we're doing, we have services every week. And so if we have a need, usually the need is pretty urgent. And so for us, it's just been really, really helpful to have an operation that we can call and they respond in a pretty expeditious manner. I know for me, attention to detail is incredibly important for what we do. And so one of the things that I've loved about working with MABE is how much they care about it as well. I'm a little OCD myself, and so every little thing tends to bother me, or everything, if a light is out of place or things like that. And so I love having a company that helps think through that with me, and that we can actually sit down and go, okay, what are we shooting for? What's our goal? And they really help us get to where we ultimately want to get to. The design process with MABE has been a really good one, a pleasant one for us. Oftentimes, as a pastor, I don't necessarily know exactly what I want, but I do know generally what I want. And so one of the things that I've enjoyed is, getting with, people that do the design over there at MABE and going, hey, this is kind of generally what we're going for, but this is not something that I'm an expert in. Can you help us get to, generally speaking, where we're trying to get to? And what I love is, every time they come back with something that's incredible, that's stuff that I didn't even think about, stuff that I had thought about that I wanted, but didn't really know that we wanted. And so it's been an incredible process, and they really give you a good indication of before you spend the kind of money that you're gonna spend, you actually get to see generally what it would look like before you actually go forward. I would highly recommend MABE to other people, other churches, other people that are putting on events. They're just great to work with. And one of the things that I know for me is a really, really big deal isn't just, am I getting the equipment that I need, but are the people that I'm working with enjoyable to work with? And so for me, that is a huge deal, because the reality is, whenever you're doing something like this, you have options. And so I'm grateful, to work with people that don't just have what we need equipment-wise, because you can find that at a lot of places, but what's hard to find are people that you enjoy working with and people that are a delight to be around.